Six years ago, I picked up an iPhone 7 Plus and started recording. I had no idea that moment would change my life forever. But this story didn't start with me. It started in 2008 when my dad first uploaded a video to his channel. He kept it going for a while, but after 2012, it went quiet. That is, until June 10th, 2018.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm just trying to figure out today.
My first video was called Fortnite Dance Challenge of the Day, but funnily enough, it wasn't even Fortnite, it was Roblox. I had watched other kids on YouTube and thought, hey, I could do this too. That was the start. I had no capture card, no editing software, just my dad's phone and the dreams. The camera would fall and I'd have audio issues, but I just kept going. After 2 years, I finally got an intro. It felt like a huge step forward. Around this time. Around this time, my dad also started making videos again, even streaming on the channel. Until I got suspended from the streaming. Yeah, let's just say dancing on the bed in my underwear on stream wasn't the best decision I've made. But I kept going in 2020. I made my first montage. It wasn't great, but it made me happy. Then I documented my road trip past New York. What made you create the YouTube channel back in 2008?
Because it was like the first big platform. You can't really, I don't know how to explain it to you because it's nowadays it's like you got TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you know,
Wait,
all these different,
just like
all these different.
What it's like in your mind.
I am. So back then, there wasn't all those options. YouTube was like kind of like the first. So, you know, I heard of PewDiePie and a couple of the big YouTubers. So I was big into gaming and I wanted to try to become famous and get my gameplay out there. So I started posting on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's it.
What were your first goals or intentions when you posted the videos?
Probably the same as everybody else, become a famous YouTuber.
Why did you stop posting after 2012?
Wonder why. Let's just say that I had a child and the mother thought it was foolish for me to be playing video games.
Yes, I know. I knew the answer to it. It's just...
So I went to college and stopped playing video games. And it was like 5 years, and that was the longest I've never played video games in my whole life. Because I played video games when I was 2 and 3 years old. So the 5 years that I stopped playing back then was the longest, really.
How did you feel when you saw I was 6 and posted my first video?
I felt like we had a lot of work to do. because you know
I went back.
you're very young, and it was, you know, you didn't even know how to hold the camera right and show people what you're talking about. Like you'd be like telling people about things and not even showing them on the camera. We'd be walking down like Miami Beach and, you know, what's up, YouTubers? And the camera you'd barely be in the camera. So, but it was like, you know, one of those things I was super proud, you know, like, because I didn't start really streaming till I was like streaming, like, God, I want to say till I was like 24, 20, in between 20 and 24.
Let's just say I went back to the very first video I ever made, and it's something.
Yeah, I remember getting an email because you made a video and you didn't know that being in your underwear was not normal, and YouTube
Yeah, I mentioned that in the video.
took our YouTube down because, you know, they consider it unsafe for a child.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. I mean, it was a cute video, like, if you take away,
I
like,
don't think it was a video.
weirdness
I think
of it.
Live stream.
well, video, live streams go to videos after.
Did you ever imagine the channel would evolve into what it is today?
Are you serious?
I'm just asking questions.
It's just getting started. Like,
Fair.
where it's at now is
It's
only the
so
beginning.
Small, yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm
that's
doing
just the
big
beginning.
things.
But it's just the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, like, you're just a lot further ahead of most people. Like, you're only 13 years old. I mean, about to be 14, but this is where I was. The level you're at is probably like 24, 25. So you got quite the advantage.
Yep.
And then, you know, you know a lot of things that I didn't know. You know, I didn't know about your thoughts being a very important part of your life. And if you think negative, negative things happen. Think positive, positive things happen. So, you know, with you being taught that, I think there's no limit as to what you can do, really.
Yeah.
I was going to say the sky's the limit, but I don't even think that's the limit.
Definitely not. Then, in June 2021, I officially became Mini Nays GG's. I also did my first collab with my friend, Luke, or otherwise known as DJuke8. Things were changing. Some of my favorite moments were making my first VR video with my dad.
What is this box we have here? You are I mean, you are done. Wait. Yeah. Oh! I don't want any problems. What the fuck? Get me out of here! You're not going to get me today. I got it. Woohoo! Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? You scared the crap out of me on live, and guess what? Teabag.
It was such a great bonding experience. And then, I did something I've always dreamed of. I made my first ever video game. Cube were released on itch.io in August of 2022. For 2023, that's when things got weird. I started making paranormal content. My first ghost hunt was in the graveyard, and then I went to the Lizzie Borden House. That changed everything. After that visit, I felt different. Something attached itself to me. My content was never the same after that. Then, my life almost changed forever. When I was hit by a car. I was laid out for 3 months, but instead of stopping, I used that time to focus, to plan, and to create. By the end of 2024, I had a vision, a way to change streaming forever. But I had to wait my room was being redone, and then it was finally ready. Everything changed. My viewership skyrocketed, and I gained 80 followers in 3 months and hit affiliate status. And now, we're expanding. Back in 2020, what was it like collaborating on videos for the first time with me?
Like a dream come true. Finally, somebody that understands me, understands how to game like me, somebody that came from me, so it's like I finally had that partner that I always wish I had. So, yeah, dream come true sums it up.
What did content creation mean to you as a father-son bonding experience?
It's super important. Probably my favorite thing. And I think we don't do it as much as we used to, and I wish we would get back to that. Because,
yeah, I'm trying to...
No, you got friends, you're getting older. You got friends, you're getting older. It's okay.
It's not only that, though. It's just a lot of work, because I am doing a lot of things solo, believe it or not. I do need to figure out some more things to do, like, that Chain Together was fun. Like, by far one of the funnest streams I did. There was a lot of good clips in that stream, and if you looked at my TikTok, you would have saw how it like started at 100 views, skyrocketed up to 4,000 views, and like the likes were like flowing in, but like it only got 236 likes, but that's still like a lot of likes. So not only like did we get the experience, people were loving the clips.
No, we have good content.
Definitely. We just need to find like the repo one was fun too.
Yeah. Problem, I shouldn't say problem, it's just your sisters are very needy at this age. So like they're getting to the point, maybe another year or two, I'll probably have, when they go to school, a lot more free time. So it just happens in stages, and you're learning, you're growing. I can't be there to help you through everything, which is even better. I know it sucks sometimes, but it's even better because it drives you to learn on your own, and you're developing your own problem-solving skills.
Yeah.
I'm always here to help. Whenever you get stuck, I can help you, but I think you do a really good job at figuring things out, and that's really what I always pushed since you were very young.
I even still remember that. Yeah.
Like video games, you'd be like, do this. I'd be like, I could do it, but how are you going to learn if I keep doing it for you? You got to figure it out. You'd get frustrated with me, but look at you now.
What went through your mind when the stream got suspended after the infamous dancing video? Which is...
I personally didn't care. I felt crushed for you, and I had to figure out a way to fix it for you. Because it meant so much to you. I didn't really care. You're a kid. Shit happens. You're gonna make mistakes. Even that mistake, look, we pushed through it, and it didn't really harm. It didn't harm anything other than a couple weeks. But I had to upload IDs and do all sorts of crazy shit to prove to YouTube that I wasn't some child predator posting weird shit. Which is I respect.
Yeah.
I like that they do that. Yeah. Because I didn't know. I watched your stuff and I was moderating it, but it was like they stopped it while it was happening. And there's times I could have been cooking food and you're over there freaking dancing and I didn't know. So I think that's a plus on YouTube for sure.
Because I will admit I was crazy child.
I laughed. Sorry. I was like, this is so cute, but I can't believe he's in underwear right now.
I'm pretty sure I still have the stream saved up until when it got banned.
It should still be on your VOD unpublished. Maybe not because it's a child. I don't know. Yeah. I never went back and looked.
I have way too many videos. I like almost 1,000 videos. So it probably wouldn't be hard to find.
Yeah, I started, that Celtics one that I had that got a lot of views, like, I did that specifically for YouTube. Like, I was downtown having the time of my life. I didn't care about like any of that, but I was at that time, I'm trying to be like a content creator. I'm like, oh, this would be great content. So I tried to get really good content.
Yeah.
And people loved it. And it looks choppy and crappy now, but back then that was like good. That was like good quality, we didn't have this 4K stuff. So man, that was one of my best videos, I think. It's the Celtics one. I think that got the most views.
Yeah, I think so too. If I go back to the channel, or 5.4K.
Yeah, 5.4K. But I didn't really start posting on YouTube. I was not consistent, I should say.
Yeah. Consistency, despite me not having consistency out through the years, I did start to learn consistency is key in YouTube. Like, if you have the audience there, then yeah, they'll...
It's just key to constantly have content being posted. You don't necessarily have to be doing streaming every single day, and that's where I messed up, and I think if I was to do it again, I'd do it differently. Is, like you said, some streams, I have 20, 30 clips in that one stream. I could stretch that out for 2-3 weeks, that one stream. And then if you start piling content, you're good for a couple months. It's all about knowing when to post it, how to post it, who your audience, what you're trying to hit. And I think I would focus more on the content creation versus the live streaming. The content creation gets pushed out everywhere. People only tune into streams like really when they want to, but if you're scrolling on Facebook, you're scrolling on Instagram, that content can just pop up right in front of you.
And you'll have the name right there. So if you are loving the clips, go right to them.
I think it's more about creating viral clips.
Yeah, definitely, because I feel like that's the key to content these days.
But that's what I don't like. Like, that's kind of what geared me away from streaming so much, is because my passion is not the same as yours, and that's fine. It's gaming. We both love gaming, but you enjoy cutting and editing, and like, I've done that so much just for fun. I never use it, and like, I just don't like to do it anymore. I'm just like so sick of it. Like, I can do it so quick too. Like, I mean, you see the videos I made, that's not even me spending a lot of time on it. I do those edits quick, and I do it all myself. Like, everything is made by me. I don't use CapCut, use filters. I make it all. But the problem with that is it takes so long if you want to make a really good clip,
Yeah. And then...
And I would rather play games. I would rather jump on and play. So, like, I think ideally in my situation, I need to I would have to hire an editor. Like, hey, here's my streams. I'll pay you X amount of dollars. You need to make me some bomb ass content. I think that's what I would do if I'm gonna.
That's what I did for the Squid Games VOD.
Well, my buddy Jimmy had an editor, and he's not a big streamer. He'd hold 20, 30 viewers, and he had an editor, but it was like a close friend of his.
Yeah.
He did it for free. Like, he's just a nice kid, and it makes a difference, because like, he could just stream. And I'm like, because I said to him, like, how do you have time to stream this much and make these videos? I was like, I don't understand. He's like, oh, I don't make them. He's like, I have this guy who makes them. I was like, oh, that makes sense. And that's what your Kai Sinents do. That's what all the big ones do. They just sit there and play, and they let somebody create content off of their gameplay.
Yeah, I think that's another big thing that a lot of people don't understand. They think you can just press go live and you'll immediately get pushed out. But, like, you need to put in the time and work. Like, with Mixer, it was different because you had, like, we were holding, like, 5,000 viewers. It was a different time. It was, like...
Yeah, well... Mixer was different because
they pushed you out more, I think.
How do I say it? So I was like elite when I was on Mixer for PUBG. Like, there was one, maybe two people that were better than me in the whole world, and they were only better because they were cheating. But long story short, like I was the top. I was, people could watch me all day, and I would win 90% of my games, and that's super fucking hard to do in PUBG. You know, like I was just that good. So like people really enjoyed it, and then I had good characters in my squad, like B Borden. I don't know if you remember him. He's just a funny person, very positive, funny. So we had a good, and then there was Dunst. He was very funny. So it was like I was quiet, but I was very good. I didn't talk much, but then I had good, funny people in my party. So it was like you had the entertainment with chat, and then you were seeing like insane skill level. You know what I mean? So that's why I did so good. But that's a different. I feel like that's I hate to say, I feel like that's a rarity. Like you really don't see that anymore. Like clicks in them, Fortnite, yeah, but it's all like teams. You know what I mean? It's not just one person. Like look at Kai. You got Kai, and then look at Jinxie. They have their crews. And they're all streaming. A FaZe. It's not just one FaZe guy. There's a house full of FaZe. My problem is I was so. I wanted to do it by myself.
I think that's...
And you can't.
Right.
You can't do it. I mean, you can. Don't get me wrong. It's possible. But, like, if I didn't have kids, I could do it. I could do it all day.
Yeah.
But I have kids to take care of. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, when you get older, it's not as easy. So you're in a great position. You can do it.
What was your favorite video or moment we made together?
It sounds crazy because we haven't done it much, but it would 1000% have to be when we were robbing stores in 5M in the Panto.
That was fun
because you had such a pure laugh, and I almost peed myself like 5 times, and it was like great content. But not only was it great content, we were in it to lose it. Like we were trying to rob stores in a Panto, and we got away every time. Like it was crazy how we just kept getting away. I mean, I'm gonna sound cocky. I'm that good of a driver in 5M, but
it's not cockiness. It's just
the Panto maxes out at like 40, 50 miles per hour.
The police cars max out at like 150.
Yeah. So. But it was just that moment. I felt like you were growing up, you could handle it, and I just saw big things for you, and
yeah.
I'm sure there's so many other. I'm thinking like even that Fortnite event, the Juice World, like that was a lot of fun. Nick A30, yeah, Nick A30.
I still have that right next to me.
But I thought you said streaming. Didn't you say streaming?
Well,
or gaming moment?
Yeah.
So I'm picturing in my mind, like, sitting at my desk. That's the top moment for me, like, out of all of them. That was, like, the proud dad moment. It reminded me when I was a kid getting my MVP trophies, like, because I was good at baseball. And, like, that was my proud dad moment. Like, I got to sit there and watch you, and I was coaching you. I was helping you. Like, it was... And then watching just how good you were so on point. It's like you drank energy drinks and you don't even drink them. It was like you were cracked. And then not only that, like what really made me freaking love that, this is how God works, is there was that kid that was on your team, and he was decent, but he was nowhere near the level you were.
I think, and he was teamwork overall.
But it was the belief. I think you guys just believed in each other, and that's all it takes. And like, but how happy he was, like, that you helped. He thanked you the whole time. He's like, thank you so much. He's like, I can't believe we won that. Thank you. You won that for us. Like, it was so good. And then I remember you sniping Nick.
That was
and I just heard the whole room go, oh! And I was like, wait, Cash just did that. What the hell?
How did it feel when I hit affiliate?
I don't know. I don't know how to put it into words other than I get nervous for you.
Why?
It wasn't an excitement. I mean, I was excited because that's such a huge accomplishment, but I get nervous for you because I don't want you to put too much pressure on yourself where you don't feel like you're gonna succeed. Like, I want you to know you're gonna succeed, and like I see it times since you've been affiliate where you don't have as many viewers as you did the day before, and I feel like it gets to you a little bit, and you don't stay in this live as long. And I just
well, yeah,
I think you need to. I think you need
my average to go down.
I know, but that's the mental mindset of it going down.
But
you just gotta not focus on the viewers and keep producing good content.
The thing is, when that happens, I go back to the short stream, grab the clips, upload them, or have them in my draft for TikTok.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. You make good, but what I'm just saying that now that you're affiliated, don't make it about the viewers. Like, the viewers were always there. Like, what got you to affiliate was not how many viewers you weren't focusing on your viewers. If you go back and watch your older content, you weren't focused on your viewers. No, you were just naturally doing it. You were just having fun, and it came with that. You know, yeah, there's people that helped you. I always pull up your stream, but it was more natural. Like, just don't force it. You know, just know you're where you want to be. You know, your partner's next. Start thinking what you're gonna do as a partner. Like, that's what you should be planning. Is like, okay. But what I'm saying is instead of focus on your viewers, focus on your partnership. Like, okay, I'm a partner now. What am I gonna do as a partner?
Did I tell you right now I'm sponsored by Roblox?
No, I didn't know you're sponsored by Roblox. That's cool.
It's only for another 4 days, but I need to do a stream on it for at least 2 hours within the next 4 days.
You can get big money from Roblox.
I know. So basically, the deal is, if I
there's creators who make lots.
If I spend $20 on the game, or like any amount of money on the game, they'll pay me that back plus $20. Like, on.
That's probably because the way they look at it is, if people are watching you and they see you buying Robux and you're making videos,
buy Robux too.
They're gonna want to buy Robux. So it's all investment. They're investing into you because they know that only leads to more money.
Yeah.
These companies are so rich, like, they could give everybody $1,000 that plays the game and probably still be worth billions.
Yeah. What's the proudest moment you've had watching this journey unfold?
I mean, we just kind of went over all of that.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I don't think I left anything out. I mean, there's a bad thing that I guess I could use as a positive. It's like when you had your accident, like...
Yeah, that's mentioned in the video, so...
The way you, how strong you are, and just... how quick you're I don't know, it's just resilient. It was amazing. Like, I remember being in the hospital.
I didn't have more damage happen to me for a reason. I had people protecting me. I don't know, bro. Like, there were like angels and stuff.
I don't know.
When I only broke one bone, my face was all messed up. 3 days later, all of it's gone.
Scrapes. Just scrapes. No, you definitely. I feel like Grammy was on the ground, like, breaking your fall because she's a big woman, and I don't know. There's a lot of blessings there, but like the whole point to what I'm getting to is that I've personally never been through anything that traumatic. Some things comparable, but I would say at your age and that's scary, because that can change your whole philosophy in life. Now you could live in fear, but like, you're so smart that you understand spirituality, you understand these things, and like, you see that you were protected, so you shouldn't have fear. You're like, all right, I just got I hate to say it because, like, it makes me want to cry, but like, a lot of people die from that shit.
Yeah, and
so
they said,
you're
max, they might have been even going 30 miles per hour. breaking one bone, no brain damage, no injuries other than
Nothing.
the bone is crazy.
Yeah, so that was probably the proudest moment I've ever had, is the way you pulled yourself through that and didn't let it affect you mentally. Like, that meant a lot to me. Cause like, I just know you're good. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Parents worry about their children and the things you've gone through. Like, you're good. You're good. You're going places, and that's all you need to know. And just believe it in your heart. God's got your back, and you can do whatever you want. Don't focus on the viewers. Don't focus on, just know that you're doing what you want. You're already achieving it, and God's got you. You'll get there. It's that simple.
Yep. What advice would you give to parents of kids who want to become content creators?
I wouldn't even say just content creators. I would say the most important thing you could teach your kid, which is something I was never taught, is that your mind is the most powerful thing that you have. And if you believe you suck, you're going to suck. And if you believe you're the best, you're going to be the best. Like, teach your kids to believe in themselves, and no matter what it is they want to do, believe in them and teach them to believe in themselves. They will succeed. You know?
Yeah.
People fail, yeah. There's speed bumps in the road, but as long as you teach them to keep a positive mindset and their eyes on the prize, and knowing that they will fulfill it in their heart, because God will allow them to do whatever they want, they'll get it. That's it. That's the message.
Where do you see the channel/channels now that we have Olsen and helping with the content going from here?
Let's say 5-year goal. Would probably, no, I'm saying 5-year goal would probably say we'll have our own house and we'll have gamers moving in and
well, alright, thanks for letting me ask those.
ask those. You're welcome. Thank you for asking me those.
You're welcome.
It was quite the road down memory lane.
Definitely.
Very blessed.
Once you watch the video, you're gonna see all of the videos that I mentioned in the video. Just as an
I
FYI.
believe it. Don't spoil it.
I won't. It's gonna be for you to
Welcome
watch.
to the team. XLD_sacred, XLD_money, XLD_mason, and XLD_landed. And trust me, this is just the beginning. 6 years ago, I picked up a phone and started recording. I had no idea where it would take me. But looking back now, I wouldn't change a thing. This is XLD. And I'm just getting started. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.